Hello, this is Mindy from the Weekend Gardener, and today I have a gardening tip for you. Have you ever sliced into an apple and found a worm? Well, in the old days, that was a very valuable asset. It provided a source of protein, but in modern times, we really don't want that. One approach is to use pesticides, and I really try to avoid that. I prefer to use some type of organic technique. But when it comes to fruit trees, what I like to do is I like to create my own insect traps. And how an insect trap works is it traps the insect and the insect dies, and it keeps it away from your fruit or your flowers or whatever you're trying to protect versus applying a pesticide. So the trap I'm going to show you how to make is one that utilizes old Christmas ornaments. Now, not just any Christmas ornament will do. It must be circular in shape and it must be red. And it can be the old mercury balls or it can be plastic. It really doesn't matter what the ornament itself is made of. I would also suggest epoxying or hot gluing the lids onto these ornaments just to make sure that they stay secure onto the ornament, and make sure that you have some type of hanger, because what you're going to do once you have applied a substance to your ornament, you're going to hang them in the trees, and they're going to remain in the trees until your fruit begins to form, and then you can remove them from the trees. Now, the substance that I would suggest you use to create your insect trap is Tangle Trap. And it has an applicator inside, and you would just simply brush it on. The applicator reminds me of old rubber cement, and you're just going to brush it on the ornament, and then you're going to hang it in the tree. Now what happens, these insects that are the precursors, so to speak, of the worms, they're attracted to the color red, and they're attracted to a round shape. So they prefer to land on here and try to lay their eggs on this versus the apple blooms. Once they land on here, they get stuck and they die, and they will avoid using your apple blooms as a receptor for their eggs. Once your fruit begins to form on the trees, you can remove your Christmas ornaments. But you don't want to store them with the tangle trap still on it and the dead insects. You can simply clean the tangle trap off with used cooking oil and then store away as usual. Just make sure that you mark on the box what these ornaments are for. And then repeat the process next year. Utilizing this technique will guarantee that you're not going to have any worms in your apples. So until we meet in the garden again, this has been Mindy from the Weekend Gardener.